But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about our next comedian here. They come all the way from somewhere in Ontario. I'll be honest, I still haven't really learned the map. That's probably a problem for my PR. But ladies and gentlemen, they are a fantastic comedian, and one of the fun facts about them, they are one of the most talented athletes that I've gotten to see with my own hands. Only person I've seen hit a 1080 on a trampoline with a penny board. So we'll see if they'll bring out any tricks today, or maybe they're talking about some other aspects of sports. Ladies and gentlemen, Nadia Hall.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Nadia, and yes, I'm an athlete.
What is your preferred sport of choice?
Oh, that's a hard one. You know, I'm really so good at all of them. Very athletic, very, very strong. But if I have to choose one, I would say tennis. I'm a really good tennis player. I love it. Tennis is the best. For love.
Hey, if you like tennis, have you ever tried this sport called pickleball? Wait, the interview's not over.
No, this. All right, guys, that's enough laughs. I think it's time to talk about a real issue in the sports industry right now. Pickleball is not a real sport. Presentation by Nadia Hall. Presentation screamed at to everyone who ever plays pickleball by my dad. Pickleball, really? Pickle, ball. A pickle is not in the shape of a ball. It's in the shape of a dick. We should have called this sport Pickle Dick. But who wants to play a sport called Pickle Dick? Really? And also, why would they name a sport after a pickle? Did some fat ass get hungry playing tennis and was like, haha, the ball's green, like a pickle? Okay, right. Next, let's talk about these uniforms. These are the ugliest uniforms I have ever seen in my entire life. I would rather wear my McDonald's employee uniform on the court than this. But for $46 USD, coming to a total of $64 without tax, you can look like a professional pickleball player, noose not included. Now let's talk about the equipment. So there's three main equipment in pickleball. First, a 2-foot tall net, because this game should only be played by children. Second, 2 wooden paddles. Right. And a wiffle ball, which looks like it was stolen from a bucket in a gym of an elementary school. Now, I don't have any equipment to give you a live demonstration of how you do play pickleball, but I wanted to demonstrate what a pickleball match might sound like. Oh, someone got a point. Now, pickleball stole the court from tennis, and it kept a lot of the same stuff, like the service line, the service court, even the baseline, except for that area right there. That is called the non-volley zone, also known as the kitchen. The kitchen, right, like this is a sport for women. Women don't play sports. What? It's almost like they think they're cooking. Why don't you open up a jar of pickles while you're at it? Now, so my dad is a really big fan of tennis. He loves tennis so much, he goes to a club and he plays every single day. And at his tennis club, there's always pickleball playing in the main office of the club. It's almost like watching your own sport get cucked right in front of you. They do this because they want the tennis players to get used to pickleball. It's almost like getting used to the other woman. Now, I would feel like the biggest issue about pickleball is the pickleball players themselves. They take a sport that literally has zero skill so seriously. This sport was made by kids for kids, and adults are playing it. It's almost like they all have a Napoleon complex, which, just in case you guys don't know what a Napoleon complex is, it's when a really buff or really tough guy acts like that because they have a really small dick. But on a serious note, to pickleball players, it's not your fault your rackets are so small. Some people were just born with different gifts. Now, pickleball also has really stupid rules, just like the double bounce rule. After a serve or a volley, the ball has to bounce twice on both sides. They're making a slow sport and making it even slower. This is a sport made for old people, and yet young people are playing it. It's like a 20-year-old going to a playground to beat up a 5-year-old. Like, the courts are also really small. They're about like 20 feet wide. And playing this sport, genuinely takes less cardio than eating pickles themselves. But because the sport's already too small, you can now play pickleball in either singles or doubles. So now that you're not doing anything alone, you can also not do anything together. Now, I want to talk about the Olympic presence of pickleball. Pickleball has no Olympic presence. They have never played this in the Olympics. But I want to talk about sports that do have an Olympic presence. So a lot of these sports are no longer played at the Olympics, but they once were, like tug of war, like live pigeon shooting, like solo synchronized swimming. Also, we have the plunge, where divers will dive and then just sit there and see how long they can hold their breath underwater. This is a real sport that they played in the 90s at the Olympics, by the way. We also have darchery, which is archery, but tiny little arrows like darts. And most recently, breakdancing. So to some, all of these sports that I just named are considered more of a real sport than pickleball by the Olympics. Now, to conclude, Wikipedia quoted that there was a 311 growth of pickleball players between 2021 and 2024 in the United States. Thanks, Joe Biden. And I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Nakov Djokovic quoted that, sorry to tennis players, I did my best, was quoted saying that on a club level, tennis is endangered. And if we don't do something about it globally, they're going to convert all tennis clubs into pickleball because it's just more economical. So, to some, this is the worst thing that has come from the current economic crisis. And if you donate today, you can save one tennis court at a time. Thank you.